Folks, I hope you're doing well, and welcome to episode 14 of WAPTSS, aka We All Practice the Same Stuff. By the end of this video, we'll get all of your guitar goals for the year lined up, as well as an easy-to-follow schedule. And if you don't already know, WAPTSS is a series where every other week I'll be giving us all an exercise for us to practice together. If you want to learn more about the series, I'd highly recommend checking out episode 1. Woohoo, folks, it's 2024! And on top of me gunning for my dream bod this year, I also have some guitar goals that I really like to get accomplished. So I'm going to share with you my 3 major guitar goals that I want to hit this year, and then you can figure out how you can make that your own. So the easiest way to think about these 3 is going to be 1, technique, 2, short-term goal, and 3, long-term goal. So this short-term and long-term I know is a little vague, and that can change depending on what your goals are and when you'd like to accomplish them. But for me, my short-term goal is going to be a 6-month goal, which I know doesn't seem very short, but for me, that's what it is. And my long-term goal is going to be the whole year. So hopefully by December 2024, I will have this one all completed. So what are these goals? Number 1, technique is tremolo. Any guitarist who is any guitarist needs to be able to play a tremolo well. And right now, mine's pretty lacking. So I figure with some short tremolo practice every day, literally every day for the whole year, I think I can get it up to snuff pretty quickly. Number 2, my short-term goal. So this one is an arrangement that I've already completed, but it ended up being a lot more daunting than I expected it to be. And I usually try and get videos out once per month, but this one would take much longer than 1 month to practice. So I kind of need to extend it out to multiple months. So on top of me preparing my monthly videos, I will also be practicing this one on the side for the first 6 months, and hopefully I'll have it finished by then. Sorry I can't tell you what it is, I want to keep it a surprise, but it's a RuneScape arrangement for those of you who care. And finally, my long-term goal, the big 12-month practice. So a little bit of a backstory. When I was growing up, my sister did ballet. And every year she performed in the Nutcracker. And because I was her brother, I had to go and watch every year. Which at the time I hated. But now I love the music from the Nutcracker. I think it's incredible. And so what I want to learn by the end of December 2024 is the song Waltz of the Flowers. I kind of hope someday to be able to arrange most of the Nutcracker music. I think it's really neat and it'd be pretty fun to just have that catalog in my fingers. But for now, we're just going to start with Waltz of the Flowers. Okay, so what about you? How are we going to take my list and apply it to you? So first, you need to figure out how much time you have to practice every day. So for me, for these specific 3 things, I'll be taking an hour every day just for these 3 things. But let's say, for example, you only have 45 minutes. So what could you do? I'd recommend first starting with technique as a warm-up and just spending 10 minutes of focus practice on that technique. So you've knocked out 10 minutes of your 45 minutes, that leaves you with 35 minutes left. Next, I'd focus on your 6-month project, since that's the one that's coming up the soonest, and I'd dedicate the most time to that, maybe 25 minutes. Okay, so if you're keeping track, you have 10 minutes for technique, 25 minutes for your short-term goal, which leaves you with 10 minutes for your long-term goal. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot at first for your long-term goal, but remember that after the 6-month mark, once you've accomplished that short-term goal, you can take all of that time out and dedicate it to the long-term goal. So that would leave you with 10 minutes of technique and 35 minutes for your long-term goal. Now, of course, it's completely okay to change all of this if you don't feel like this is going to work for you. For example, maybe you only have 30 minutes of practice a day, so I'd recommend maybe choosing 2 goals for the year. Could be 1 long-term, 1 short-term, or 1 technique and just 1 piece that you want to learn. Make it your own. My biggest encouragement for you and for me as well is whatever you choose to practice, make sure that you stick to it daily, every day. So I don't have any exercises for us all to practice together today, but what I would like us to do is first figure out what our goals are for the year, and then make sure that you've got your timeline figured out. So how long you're going to spend each day practicing each goal. I'd love to see what you've got prepared in the comments below, so if you're feeling like it, go ahead and leave it down there, or you can join the Discord and share with us in there. That's going to be everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and happy practicing.